side note, this video might be a little shorter than normal because I don't have as much time, so sorry. I am kind of loving this red lipstick vibe though. Hey, what's up guys, it's Kate. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is just going to be another budgeting video, but first I want to address some frequently asked questions, and I'll have them down below for future reference. The first one is, where do I get my wallet that I use? It's just from my local Walmart. Second is, where do I get my envelope that I use? It's also just from my local Walmart. And the second one will not be down in the description, but I do want to address this real fast. A couple comments have been saying that I should have a separate Christmas and gifts envelopes because it is approaching Christmas, and personally that is just not what is best for me because I do not have any birthdays or events close to Christmas, so it's just easier for me to have it in all in one envelope. But if you do have birthdays and stuff near Christmas, I do advise that you separate those two. That's kind of a smart thing, but personally for me, I don't have to do that, so I don't. That's all for that. Those will be down below, at least the first two will. Also down below will be my Twitter. Go follow that for updates on when I'm filming, what I'm filming, when I upload, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's just get on with the video, I guess. Alright guys, so I've already filled out my budget for this 2-week period, but I will still walk you through my process like normal. If you hear any noises in the background, it's my brother's playing with this laser tag thing, so just kind of ignore that. But anyway, so I started with $251, and that's what I have to work through all of this. So I always start with payments first because those have a deadline. If you're new here, I have to pay for my phone, Curology, the gym, and Spotify. So those are my 4 things that have deadlines. And so that added together divided by 2 is 50. So for me to be able to pay those, I have to put 50 in my account per 2 weeks. So that is an automatic, that has to happen automatically. Next, I usually focus on gas, food, spending, and card, because those are my everyday kind of things. And card, if you're wondering, I put that in an envelope in my wallet so that I don't actually swipe my debit card, because then I can actually see that money, and so I don't just sit here and swipe and swipe and swipe. So next, I go to the next most important thing personally, which is future and college, and I just went ahead and put 30 in there. And then the next most important thing to me is the laptop. I'm saving it for laptop, and I've got about half right now, so I'm just kind of trying to build that up. And next I added 2 gifts, which I put 21 in because it's getting closer to Christmas, and so I need to kind of build that up. And then lastly, I just put 10 in my emergency fund. I'm not really worried about an emergency fund right now because I'm just in college, and most things that would be an emergency for me, my parents would pay for because I am still living at home. So that's just kind of my thought process on this and how I fill this out. Alright, I try to organize that the best that I could, but there's kind of a lot going on. So first I'm gonna start from just, I guess, gas, food, spending, and card. So each of them needs 20. And first I'm going to, so I have food and gas stacked, and then spending and card stacked, but then the rest is just kind of spread out there. So I'm just going to put 40 and 40, and then I will move it inside the envelope in just a little bit. So to the bank is what I have for my future and college envelopes, because those actually go into a saving account, which actually tomorrow I'm going to move to a CD account for 13 or 12 months, which makes more interest. So I gotta go do that tomorrow. But for now, 30 goes in each. So there's 30 for future, 30 for college. So next is payments. That gets a 50. Next is emergency fund, gets a 10. And then New York doesn't get anything. Laptop gets 30. Gifts gets 21. And then that's it for that. All right, so these are all the envelopes that will be going in my wallet. So I'm just gonna start stuffing those. So I always start with gas. This goes in the front of my wallet, and that gets 20. And most of my envelopes, I write down the amount that's in them, like in the back of my notebook. But gas, food, spending, and card, I believe all do not get written down. Oh, card does, so I will write that one down. So next is food, and that gets 20. My writing is kind of scratching off, but it's just expo marker, so I can rewrite that later. Next is spending, also gets 20. I'm just kind of setting these all aside and out of the way. Next is card, it gets 20. And there's another 20 in there, so now I have 40. So I have to rewrite that because I think I did spend some of that. Yep. I had some stuff come up, so I had to spend some of that. Next is to the bank, which I will be putting 60 in there. And then lastly, payments, which I will put in a different account in my bank. But for now, all of these envelopes will just go into my wallet until I can deal with them. So now we're on to the ones that I will have to write down everything for. And I always go through the whole envelope and count everything just to be sure that I have the right amount every time. So first, we're gonna start with an emergency fund. So I'll take it all out. So 50, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. And then I'll rearrange all this. So I have 148, and then I will just go ahead and write down that in my notebook. And then put that back and set it aside. So next up is New York, which didn't have anything. If you're new here, I might be going on a trip to New York, but I don't know, so I've been kind of slowly saving that. So right now I still have 226 in there, but I haven't kind of added a lot in a while because I just don't know if we're actually going. So yeah. Next is laptop. I'm saving up for laptop because college. I kind of need a laptop for that. And I'm kind of halfway there, I think. So I'm adding 30. So there's 100, 200, 300, 60, 80, and 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 608 should be my total. So then I just go over here and find laptop, and then it should be 608. And then I'll put that back in the envelope and set it aside. And a lot of these envelopes that are like getting really full like this, I will go and exchange my money for like bigger bills eventually, but I don't know when that will be. So next is gifts. I have 21. Take all this out. This one I do have a lot of ones. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. So I'll write that down. And then set that aside. And then my last envelope is for my boyfriend, just kind of like anniversary, birthday, that kind of things, but none of that's coming up anytime soon, so there's no money to put in there. So if you're curious, these are my totals so far. So for emergency fund, I have 148, card I have 40. For future and college, these are the amounts that I put in my savings account originally, and then that's what I've added since having that savings account. So New York, I have 226, laptop, I have 608, gifts Landon, which is my boyfriend, I have 21, and then gifts I have 76, and then payments I have 50, which I'll just put in my account. So yeah, that should be it for this portion. Sorry that this video is kind of more short and boring, but yeah, see you in the outro. Alright guys, I think that is it for this video. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, feel free to put them down in the comments. Feel free to tell me what you would do better or what I could do better to improve my videos and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All those good things. Follow my Twitter, it's down below. The link will be down below. Just go follow that for updates. Yeah. I think that's all for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.